Welcome to the Destination Wedding Podcast. Are you searching for the perfect destination wedding package for your group? Not sure what's included, how to choose the best one? Don't worry, we've got you covered. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the top 5 all-inclusive wedding packages for groups of 50. Whether you are dreaming of a beachfront ceremony, a luxurious resort experience, or just the best value for your budget, we're going to talk about that here today. My name is Miriam Juarez. I am a sales specialist here at Hola Weddings. I've been living, working, and breathing destination weddings for about 9 years. And with me today is my amazing co-host, Priscila Medina.
Hi, I'm Priscila, and I've been with Hola Weddings for almost 2 years, but I have been in the hotel industry for way more than that. So I know all the inside tips that will help you guys to find the best package. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's talk destination weddings.
I want to start out by the honorable mention of talking about the Beyond Memorable package. A lot of you guys know what this package is because I think it's one of the most complete packages that there are. It is for the Hyatt All-Inclusive Collection, which are mainly the Dreams and the Secrets resorts. These are the most popular for wedding parties because Dreams is family friendly, Secrets is adults only, and this package is inclusive of 50 to 79 guests. So it is one of the bigger packages. It offers you with a rehearsal dinner, a cocktail hour, the ceremony, and a reception of 3 hours. So what's important to mention is that they do provide only one cocktail hour. So this cocktail hour you can use for a welcome or for the day of the event. So this package is one of the ones that I think people ask for the most, and it just works. It just works out.
Yeah, it seems that it's very complete, so it works.
Yeah, so that's one that I want to point out and I want to mention. Every resort has different packages. Every resort is going to offer different packages, but I think that because this is Hyatt all-inclusive, so the Dreams, the Secrets, the Breathless, all of these resorts have the same package. So what I like about it is that it's inclusive. Even if you have 50 people, you pay the same price as if you have 70.
Yeah.
79, right? So you don't necessarily have to worry about extras, about having to pay. Of course, if your group is larger, then yes, but we're talking about an average of 50, which I think most groups are, and this just works perfect. It's a bit tricky with the pricing because it changes from season. So low season, high season, and it also changes
Days of the week.
the date of the week.
Right.
That's very important. So an example, like August to October is low season. So that's when you'll find a bit of a lower rate for this package. But if you do it on a Monday through Wednesday, you still have an additional discount. So let's say the pricing I would like to say for Monday through Wednesday is about $12,050 approximately, like right now. But if you were to choose a Thursday through Sunday, now the package is like $500 or $600 additional. So now you're considering $12,650. So it's important to mention that this can vary. Like even if you're buying the same package at all of these resorts, the pricing is going to change based on the availability. So yeah, but it's a great package. So
Yeah, definitely. It's a great package. Another package that comes to my mind is the Palladium Group. The Palladium Group has hotels, Grand Palladium, in destinations like Mexico, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and they all basically offer the same inclusions. You have the Tropical Bliss that is up to 50 people. That's very close, so you can have from 20 to 50 and it will cost the same. And it has a ceremony, it has a cocktail hour, and it has your dinner reception for 3 hours. It's very complete. You can still have the add-ons of flowers, photography, videography, but it's a complete package. And then The next tier is the Garden Blooms. The Garden Blooms, it's between 51 to 100 people. And this is one of my favorite packages because it has pretty much everything that you're going to need. And even includes you the DJ for your 4-dinner reception with open bar, which is pretty amazing. And that's why it makes it one of my favorite hotels.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about adding it.
Exactly. It's already there. And then maybe you can focus a little bit more on lighting for your party. Bistro lights are very popular right now. So you can just focus on that because you already have half of the problem solved.
Or a little bit more of decoration when it comes to like flowers. Yeah, just personalizing the event.
Exactly. And for example, for the ceremony, it will already have a soloist, like a guitarist or a violin. So you have that covered too. It's a very complete package.
And what's the approximate price for that package for like 50 people?
That's a great question. It's actually another topic that is why it's my favorite. The Tropical Bliss goes from $7,500 to $8,000, which is extremely affordable. And the Garden Blooms, the most expensive that you will find it is in Jamaica for about $15,000. But here in Mexico, the package goes for $14,000.
Approximately. Well, I think that's really good for...
It's definitely very affordable. And if you think about having 100 people for that amount of money, it's a deal.
It's a great bang for your buck. So that's a great one. I really like that one. I think it's one of the most popular ones. A lot of couples ask us for Palladium group, not just because of the packages, but I'd like to say that they have a lot of resort options as well.
And the venues, the locations are very, very unique as well. For example, in Jamaica, they have beautiful gazebos that you can choose from. So it has something
for everyone.
Exactly.
For everyone. Awesome. Okay. There's another option that I wanted to mention. This one works different and it can be a bit tricky, but if we do the math, it ends up being great for big groups, okay? Because the AIC would be Hard Rock, Unico, and the most recent one, which is Ava. These resorts are some of my personal favorite, especially because they don't have a set package, but you only pay for what you need, basically. So the way that these work is the following. So the wedding package is free for up to 32 people. So you have the seating, you have the gazebo, the ceremony, and then it goes hand by hand with however many rooms you have in your block. So if we're considering 50 people and you have 25 rooms, it falls between tiers of what you can get for free. You basically get free events for the more rooms that you end up having. So if you're one of the larger groups, you can earn 4-hour reception for free. You can earn a free cocktail hour. You can earn a separate private event for 2 or 3 hours based on your group size. So we are focusing on groups of 50. So for 25 rooms, I believe you get 4 hours of reception for free. There is a setup fee. That's important to mention. Every resort is going to charge a setup fee, but it's not the same fee that you would pay in another resort for an established wedding package. So at the end of the day, the cost is reduced and you only focus on decoration, adding music, adding DJ, adding all of these extras that you then don't have to worry about. So in this instance, if you have the ceremony for 32 people, you pay an additional price for chairs. So you'd pay 18 chairs additional for 50. And then if you qualify for it, you have 4-hour reception private event. And then you just pay for 1 cocktail hour. And then there you have it. So the pricing, what I love about them is that they have an online calendar and an online calculator.
They're all in weddings.
Yes. So you can find that there. We can play around with that. I like to chat with my couples and show them because I feel like it's a really awesome tool to have. And you can see what the additional pricing is. So it ends up being like, if you look at it from that perspective, the larger the group,
the more events you can get for free.
Which I think is amazing.
Yeah, it sounds great.
That only applies for Hard Rock, and the ones that are all inclusive. So for example, here in Mexico, we have Hard Rock in Los Cabos, in Puerto Vallarta, in this destination, which is Playa del Carmen, Riviera Maya. There's also in Punta Cana. There's a big one in Punta Cana. That's a really big one. And we have the most recent Ava that's here in Cancun. And for adults only, for groups that are considering adults only, there's the beautiful Unico Riviera Maya. So there you have it.
That sounds great. That's an amazing package. And for sure, if you have all of your guests coming, you guarantee yourself a great party.
So what's another option that you consider that's great for groups of 50?
Now that we talk about the Hyatt Inclusive Collection, this is not only the Dreams and Secrets. They do have the other brand, the Hyatt, the actual Hyatt. They have the Hyatt Siva, Hyatt Silara hotels. Although each Hyatt is different and has their own tweaks to their wedding packages, they all include the Lavish and Opulent and the Sama packages, which are one of the most complete packages that I've seen in the market. This package can be a little bit pricier than the one that we have mentioned before. However, it definitely has a lot more add-ons than all the other ones. The Sama package can include a mani-pedi for the couple, shaving for the groom if necessary, hair and makeup for the bride. It has a DJ booth, cold fireworks, and even floral arrangement for the reception.
So this for me is a wedding package for the couples that come to us and say, I want one package that has it all.
And I don't have to worry.
Yes, and whatever you give me, that's what I want. So I think this is good.
Definitely, this is the package for that. So this package goes for $17,000, and it has that catch that the Beyond Memorable has, which is if you get married on a Monday, you will find the package be a little bit more affordable than if you get married on a Saturday.
Okay.
But the price difference is honestly not as big. So you can choose to get married on a Saturday and have all the inclusions and still have an affordable wedding for $50,000.
Well, that's great. I love that package. And it's important to mention, like you did, talking about the Lavish and Opulent, which is just for 20 people, I believe, that even if you don't want to pay for all of these inclusions, maybe you don't necessarily want the DJ booth, or you don't want to pay for that or have it as an additional, you don't have to go with this package right away. You can also choose the package, like one package below, which would be the Lavish and Opulent for 20 people. And you just add on what you need.
Yes, you can pay for the additional guest. The additional guest goes for about $127 each adult that you add. So it's not that much. And if you do the math, you end up spending about $15,000 for having a 50 people wedding. And and you don't have to have all the add-ons that the Sama offers you. So some wedding couples will not need the mani-pedi, or they will not need the shaving. So definitely there is something for everyone. You have the Lavish Opulent that you can customize as you want, or you can have the Sama that pretty much gives you everything that you need.
I think that's great because there's always going to be something for everyone. There's always going to be a great fit based on every person's budget. So I think that's beautiful. I do want to mention another one, which is, I feel like it's not very well known, but it's one of our favorites. It's the Valentin Imperial.
Oh.
It's adults only. And their packages are pretty much complete.
They're very complete and they're very affordable too.
They are, especially for an adults only resort, because we have seen that for many of the adults only, the packages can be a bit higher. And also the resorts themselves are a bit more exclusive, are a bit more luxurious when it comes to adults only. But for this specific property, they do offer a package called Heavenly Moments. I love that name. Heavenly Moments, especially for a destination wedding. And it's inclusive. It's important to mention, it's inclusive of 30 guests, 30 adults, but you do pay an additional pricing to add on more, which is about $150,
which is not that much.
Which is not bad for everything that this package includes. And you are getting like a live trio for 45 minutes for a cocktail. which is a great plus. You are getting a 4-hour reception instead of 3.
Oh, wow.
Which most of the resorts, some of the resorts do 3, but for this one, you have 4 hours. And you also get like a massage for the wedding couple. So you get treated nicely before, so there's no stress going on. And the package goes for $8,200 right now. But if you consider for 50 people, so adding on 20 more, you're looking at $11,200
For an adults only?
for an adults only. I love
great
the
deal.
resort. It's beautiful. It's a hacienda vibe. You actually feel like you're in Mexico, which is great for couples. And that's what they're looking for recently. That's what they have been asking for.
And if I might say, the food is amazing as well.
Yeah, it's luxury. It's a hacienda feel. It has a lot of greenery. The packages speak for themselves. And another important thing to mention is that they do 1 wedding a day.
Oh, so you will definitely be the bride of the day.
You will be the bride of the day. All the attention will be focused on you. You may encounter a rehearsal dinner going on or a welcome cocktail going on, but essentially there's only 1 ceremony a day, which is perfect.
Yeah, sounds great.
So I think it's also important to mention that even though we talked about briefly about these 5 packages and different resorts and different brands, there's going to be way more. There's always going to be an option for everyone else. Resorts, there's hundreds, not just in this destination, but within Mexico, like Cabo, like Puerto Vallarta, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Jamaica. So there's always going to be something for someone out there. So couples can find more information on wedding packages, different destinations, different resort options on our website. That's holaweddings.com. HOLA weddings.com. You'll have all the information that you need there for all of the different group sizes, from elopements to intimate ceremonies to larger groups that go from 50 to 100 and even more.
Yes, and we will see you in the next episode to chat more about destination weddings.
Bye.